The lives and legacies of pioneers are being lost forever, and together we can tell their story. My name is August, and I've been interviewing pioneers from the gay liberation revolution since I was 13 years old. Since then, I've collected over 200 subjects and have over 1,200 files in my archive. I can't do it alone. I need help. Someone who's motivated, determined, reach out. Let's make this together.
Heterosupremacy exists and thrives around the world. We need to develop a consciousness that this struggle isn't over. And we need to support our brothers and sisters who are still living under oppression, as I suggested we are living under oppression. It's only a benign oppression now.
We're going to be talking about what you as psychologists are going to do to clear up your own fucked mind. This is what we're going to be doing, baby. If you can dig it, stay. If you can't dig it, we ask you to leave. Sorry, buddy. You've been telling me to leave for too long. No more, baby. No more, baby. It's all over.
In the 50s, gays wouldn't raise their head. By the 60s, us scaredrags were starting to go places like museums, the zoo, Coney Island.
And I'm not gonna wear a straight jacket for you.
When we got to the village, they wouldn't say hi, they said, you made it.
And sing if you're glad to be gay, to sing if you're happy that way.
It was about exasperation, desperation, and lack of expectation. It was not about liberation. That came later, 48 hours later. The next day, there was more political activity on Christopher Street than being in St. Petersburg in 1917.
1 week after the Stonewall, the idea was to plan the march. We were all, half drunk on beer. It was a hot July afternoon. And somebody said, Gay Liberation Front. And I went like, that's it. We're the Gay Liberation Front.
Up until that time, I could not find radical gay people who were organizing. I thought, oh my God, we're fighting back.
And I just walked in there and all these queens were just partying it up. It was a time that I finally breathed from the diaphragm. I really felt like I was attending a meeting of the underground in Nazi-occupied France. It was terrifying. It was also empowering because men and women worked together. We needed one another.
We went to the Black Panther convention on the East Coast. 5 of us went to Chicago to the Gay Liberation people to understand how more what they did and to share our stories.
I did walk over to them and I said to them something like, hey, I'm your cousin from Buffalo. I started a group called the Gay Liberation Front in Buffalo, and I copied your name.
Here I'd spent my whole life trying to hide. And we went to that first meeting, and within X months, many of us were living together in a huge loft on 17th Street.
Actions was our term for any kind of confrontation with the dominant, homophobic, racist, and/or sexist power. It could be picketing the Village Voice because the Voice refused to run the word gay in a GLF ad, an action against a gay bar that refused to admit trans people, or a total police confrontation which happened on a hot August night in 1970 in the West Village, when after marching in a picket line in Times Square, swarms of cops with nightsticks were cracking skulls.
There was a row of police and this blood on the ground, and he went up and put his hands in the blood and ran up to this wall of police screaming at them, "This is the blood of my brothers!"
So if they kill you or me, others will stand up and move forward and we'll win our freedom. And that's the way I had to handle it in those early days.
Can this interview inspire whoever's listening now or in 100 years to create the kind of world with compassion, fairness, egalitarianism that we'd like to see, where everyone is treated respectfully and has opportunity and self-respect and respect for each other no matter our differences.
I say, sing if you're glad to be gay, sing if you're happy peace.